right now here at noon. Hurricane Helene heading right toward Florida. The entire state on alert, with it expected to make landfall tonight as a powerful Category 4
hurricane. Continue to track Helene, as we you just heard in the package there. It continues to weaken, but it is still maintaining that tropical storm strength, and it's getting up into the Carolinas right now, and still a big rainmaker. So flooding still going to be a big concern across the area. There's the center of that circulation up into the Carolinas right now, still moving very quickly as well, as we put the particulars on there for you.
Helene in North Carolina, look at this. This is their reality. They're digging out. CBS News correspondent Janet Shamlian with the stories of people who are working to salvage whatever they can.
Hey, Reed, this is what we're seeing in Charlotte and across western North Carolina today. It's the very start of the cleanup, even though we're in week 2. We've got a construction truck here hauling away debris, and this is what people are dealing with. Let me give you a look. This is just the entire contents of someone's home, from their coffee maker right here, cookware, clothes, furniture. They've got some clothes hanging out front that you think they're probably trying to save, and at least they have a sense of humor. There's a skeleton up top that looks like it.
Totally down, for sure. It's a crazy environment down here, but it's a good thing to see everybody pitched in to help. What's that about?
Whiteland?
Yes, it does. You're right. And this goes on for a 200-mile radius. That's amazing. Along the river, right? So basically a 200-mile stretch along the river, this is the case.
There's a lot of rumor mill stuff that's out there, but we don't like to play in rumors. We like to play in reality.
So you said it was a 200-mile radius. I'm just recording right now. So 200 miles roughly.
If you look at it from Erwin, Tennessee, Erwin, and then east of here to almost to Hickory, right? And then from here south to Bat Cave, Lake Lure in that direction, and then north to Banner Elk, Spruce Pine, Marion, Bernardsville, Burnsville. So that radius, every waterway, every single waterway in the area has damage. 6,000 miles of road damaged or destroyed.
And pretty much everybody that's affected right now is still living in a tent or
So it's a
something.
combination. We've been doing temporary housing efforts, but you've got people that are displaced that are not even here. There's 2,000 people right now, roughly, from Buncombe County alone that are living in hotels outside of the county, outside of the state. You've got
Anything to come back to.
yeah. There's nothing to come back to.
Nothing left.
Yeah, you've got the estimation is between 6,000 and 7,000 homes that have over $30,000 worth of damage to them. I don't know what the estimate of those homes are actually destroyed completely and gone. I can tell you that within 5 miles of our location, there's about 200 homes that are either completely torn off they're gone, they're destroyed, or they were so flooded that they have to be gutted and they're not livable right now. And that's just within 3 to 4 miles of where we're at right now. So if you can imagine what it looks like
Unreal.
all over the place, the devastation is pretty dramatic.
And there's how many gallons? 40 trillion gallons of water.
That fell in 24 hours. That's what NOAA's estimating.
And there were some areas you said had 76 feet of water.
Yeah, 70 to 76 feet of water in depth. That's how high the water table rose. The left branch, and you can look this up. There was reports that came through, but the left branch reservoir, it went. I think they're estimating 18 feet to 20 feet above the floodgate. Above the floodgate.
Dear Lord.
Now they have contingencies for 8 feet. Yeah. They have contingencies for
But not
8 feet,
18.
but not 18 feet. So
Unbelievable.
there's that's just I think imagine how many millions of cubic meters of water
Oh yeah.
was released from that when the emergency flood door tripped.
Well, and Bill was saying this morning that this is actually, they declared it a geological disaster, right?
Really?
Not a natural
Yeah,
disaster,
because-
but it's
yeah.
geological.
So they upgraded from natural to geological because it changed the topography of the land.
It did, in fact. There were, I don't know what the estimate is, but if I was a surveyor, millions of tons of earth
Oh yeah.
that's been moved. And by that, I can give you an example.
So it's changed the landscape
100%.
drastically.
Yeah, if you go to the Broad River, so if you go down Highway 9, and I wouldn't do it with a trailer, if you go down Highway 9 and you go down to Bat Cave, the original width of the river, comparatively to where it is now, like Chimney Rock, the original width of the river, if we were in the river at Chimney Rock, it would be from, I don't know, basically from the pallet to about the door at Chimney Rock, right? It's now 4 times that wide.
Yeah.
Dear
In Chimney
Lord.
Rock. That's the reason why a majority of Chimney Rock got washed away. Bat Cave's the same way. A majority of Bat Cave got washed away.
And it's now river.
It's the width of a river. It was Broad River was
Jeez.
it's a confluence of two major waterways that came through there, which did so much damage.
Right.
You have I can't remember the name of the creek that comes in, but the confluence of the creek with Broad River in that intersection where those two water sources come together is what created such a huge amount of volume of water downriver going into Lake Lure. And that's Lake Lure raised above the floodgates and started so high it started pouring. If you get a chance to look at the map, if you look at the dam is like, if you're looking at it from the upriver side, the dam is here, and then there's a section of the side of the dam where it abuts to the ground. The water was pouring over that side of the dam. There was a concern. There was 3 different alerts that went out about left branch. They thought left branch was going to go. They thought Beatree was going to go, and they thought Lake Lure was going to go. And they thought all of it real time. So at the height, at the crest, they thought that all of the dams were going to breach. And if that had happened,
Oh my God.
it'd be worse. Oh, if that had happened,
It would have been 10 times worse.
If Left Branch or Beatree Dam actually went down this road here, there would be nothing.
Nothing.
Down here, there would be nothing. It wouldn't have been 22 inches of water here. It would have been
Feet.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that, one of those alerts was once we were already operating out of there.
Yeah, we were already on the ground actually. So we got here Saturday morning at 3 a.m. and there was an alert that came through that we actually got the alert when we went back to Greenville because there was no cell service, there was no Wi-Fi, there was nothing, no power's a black hole.
Yeah.
And we got an alert on our phones that said that the dam was going to go to evacuate the area. And that was a left branch dam that they thought.
So we had to call off people that were on their way here.
Yep.
Because we weren't sure.
And then we got a phone
Here
call.
was going to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with no service, you have people heading here. We don't want them to keep heading here
Right.
if they're going to be driving into water.
Cell service is getting restored back here, though,
Yeah.
finally.
Well,
it
cell
looks
service
like.
has been up
a little
since we had pretty good service up 2 weeks in. I think 2 weeks is when we got it back up again.
Okay.
And then power came in locally about 3 weeks. And then about 3 weeks as well, I think they started repressurizing the water mains. That wasn't really well thought out. They did it at like 9 p.m. on a Friday night.
Oh, jeez.
There's a lot of mains that got popped. in the process of doing that. But the problem with that though was that they pressurized the water mains with non-potable water. And they did it because we needed sanitation water. We needed water for sanitation purposes. People were putting trash bags in their toilet, shitting in trash bags, then tying it up and throwing it out the windows.
Oh, jeez.
And trash services weren't really viable. Just in general, it's been. What people don't realize is that it is the extent of devastation.
Well, because it's not getting, like Bill said, we're not getting any information.
Yeah.
What we get are bits and pieces from social media, but as far as the news is concerned, it's done and over.
Yeah.
And what the people don't understand is this is just starting.
Yeah. I mean, look, we're 7 weeks in, and we've been rebuilding. We've been rebuilding roads and bridges, private roads and private bridges.
Right.
Because DOT has said that we're not going to deal with those right now.
Yeah.
Because they can't.
Yeah,
Right?
they
They
don't
can't deal
have
with
the-
private roads and bridges.
I
They
get
don't
it.
have the capabilities to do it right now.
Which is understandable.
Oh, yeah.
Because 6,000 miles of road,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I-40.
Oh, dude. Well, I mean, I-40 is a very small example.
Yeah.
There's entire sections and stretches of like 19 along
Thank you.
Cane River, Toe River, and then
Yes.
Highway 9
What she said,
the Lake
we
Rod River.
greatly appreciate it.
There's entire sections that have been washed. So they've had to cut in temporary roads so that they can still have traffic for local residents, but then also traffic for all the DOT and road workers and power line workers and stuff like that to come through. And that's just infrastructure. That's not even a conversation around how many houses have to be rebuilt.
Yeah.
And then
I'm going to shut the video off.
Not just